Welcome back to the Travel Agency in a Year podcast. My name is Rachel Kay, your host. Why do I always do this intro terribly? 48 days later, still being like, here's my terrible intro. We're on day 48. And we have been talking about the last few days. Let me go back in my notes. Hold on. Bear with me. Oh, for the last, oh gosh, week. I'm at 5 days. I started talking about lead magnets. Oh, yeah, about the last week. We've been talking little bits, segments about lead magnets because I don't like to overwhelm people and I don't like to drone on for hours every single day. And some people don't need to know about what a lead magnet is, but some people do. So why would I give you all this information and instead, no, let's break it up. Let's break it up, make it easy. So yesterday, we discussed options for setting up your email funnel for your lead magnets and why it's different from your newsletter and why you should have it be different from your newsletter, not just funnel them to your newsletter. You can do that if you want. I'm just saying I don't think it's the best idea. I mean, it's better than nothing. So today's going to be like, what should be included in your funnel? Question mark. Well, I have this great lead magnet, but now what? You gotta expand on it. So obviously, email number one should be, hey, thanks for giving me your information. Thanks for giving me your phone number, like dating time. You're always like, I always think of generating leads and clients almost as like very similar to dating. Like you gotta put yourself out there and you gotta be like grateful that they're even talking to you. Now I just feel like I sound like a real desperate person with dating. I'm not editing this out. It's happening. Okay. But you want to thank them. Thanks for giving me your email. Here's what I promised to deliver you. And then in that same email, you can do an embedded video like, hey, watch this video. And I'm going to talk about some more things you're going to get from me because you signed up. So you could do that, or you could do bullet point. Like, here's what's coming up now. You're going to get an email every day for the next 10 days, and it's going to have additional tiny little tips and tricks for planning this type of travel. And give it all away, man. That's over delivering on what you promised. You promised, hey, you want this free guide? Hey, you want this free video access? And now you're not over promised, over delivering instead of under delivering and over promising. You see what we're doing here? So they're going to be like, oh, wow, I get these extra tips. This is amazing. This could be really helpful, especially after they review your guide and you focus the copy on being helpful for your ICA. Those people that are matching with your ICA are going to be like, this is the best thing ever. So depending on how many emails, I recommend at least 3. I wouldn't do more than like 10. Between 3 and 10, no more than 2 weeks time span. Okay? Like don't send them a tip every single day. Don't do a podcast episode every single day. I like doing this. It's fine. You don't have to listen to me either. It's not hitting your inbox. I don't just email you. Here's my podcast. Listen to it. You just magically found me. All right. So one tip or maybe an additional freebie, like here's my packing guide I send to my clients. You can use it for your next trip to blah, blah, blah destination, like a little tiny freebie or a tip in each email. Now, I said yesterday you can do just 3 emails and have all of the tips in the second email. You can do that too. And I'm saying you want at least one tip or an additional freebie in these emails you're sending that are part of this funnel. Okay. Obviously, you're going to send these emails more frequently than your regular newsletter. As mentioned, like the example I gave you was a daily tip. We got 10 tips sent to you each day. That might be a little bit overkill. That used to be very, very helpful with marketing and email marketing. But I think people are This is just my opinion, man. I think people are not as open to that because they know now after it being implemented by so many people in email marketing for the last decade, that's kind of a played out thing. So you might want to just do like 3 emails a week. Or like I said, you could do them all in one email or just be like, here's one bonus video the next day, something like that. Or wait 2 days and be like, hey, just so you know, as I told you in the other email, here's this. I don't know sending emails more like once or more a day at that might be a turnoff for some people, but it might excite people. So really consider your ICA for that and how quickly they need to make a decision to decide to work with you. You also should include a specific call to action in every email. You should do this in your newsletter too, but a specific call to action. This can be follow you, go check out my post on whatever social. And you can do it like one day could be for Facebook, one day can be for here's my Pinterest, one day can be for YouTube or Reels or TikToks. Like, go check this out. Like, you can, if you have 10 different emails sent once a day, you can use your top 3 platforms as 3 of the call to actions in the emails. You don't want to do them back to back to back. You kind of want to stagger them out. And you want the one that you want the most traction social media wise in your first call to action email. You don't want to straight up say, book a call with me. But if you want them to join your private Facebook group, that needs to be in your email signature of your newsletter every single time or at the footer or whatever. And that needs to be the first call to action in your funnel is join my private Facebook group because you're going to get the most response in the beginning. And as people kind of like fall off and go through your funnel, you'll see them joining other socials or booking a call with you. You can also say, watch this video below that I've gotten here of whatever. It could be content that you filmed while you were visiting that specific resort or on that specific cruise ship or in that specific destination. Like, here's this amazing little hole in the wall, not hole in the wall, but like not full of influencers restaurant. People are tired of influencers that I found on my last trip to X destination. And here's a quick little video, or here's some photos from that part of my trip. You could also simply ask in the call to action, like reply to my email, like, I would love to hear when you want to take this trip. Like, you could do a tip of these are the different times of years when you travel to such destination or host a destination wedding in such destination. It's going to be more destination specific. Or if you're taking a river cruise or whatever, this is what it's like. The tip of the day is this is what it's like each month of the year, and give them an overview of the general weather. I know cruises is a little bit different because you're like going to multiple destinations, but give them a general overview of the weather, of the costs, of how many tourists are in that destination, like each month or each few months of the year. And then you can say, I hope you found this information helpful. Please reply to this email and let me know when you're thinking of going and why. That's a simple call to action. And the most obvious one, schedule a consultation, book a call with me. Let's work together. You don't have to have that in every email. And you do want to have that a few times in your funnel. Like, you obviously you want at the end of the funnel, for sure, you want that linked in your lead magnet somewhere. Like, even if it's a video that's like a YouTube thing, YouTube. I don't know why I say that word so weird. YouTube. Okay. Anyway, anyway, you could have it in the description of that video that you've got posted as well. Like the link, you want that link immediately. That's first thing. Like, I want to go on a date with you. Book a call with me. You've already given me your email. Let's get this going. But also, oh, you're not quite ready? Okay. Well, maybe we could see each other around on the social medias. Maybe I could get your handles kind of thing. So that's when you do to follow you. Anyway, so the very first in the lead magnet, you want to have book a consultation for more information kind of thing. Make sure it's worded to appeal to your ICA again. And then in the first email of tips, like you can have book your consultation inside that email, the first email. You can just be like, ready to start working with me now as a button or a link, whatever. Click, boom. Follow can be the next one. Like if you want to funnel them into your private Facebook group or specific social media platform, that can be the very next one. Then you could do reply to email. Then you could do watch something and then back to book a consultation, then back to follow you on Instagram, then back to book a consultation. Like you kind of want to move the different call to actions around so you're not just constantly like me, where I'm like, head over to my website if you want more information in every freaking intro of this show. Ugh. Just so you have an idea of what the heck's going on with me is all I'm saying. All right. When you are finished with the funnel, you need to have like a concluding quote unquote email that's like, okay, made it to the end of all of these tips. And you can have multiple call to actions there. You can have, hey, reply to this email and let me know which tip was the most helpful for you. Or maybe you're just ready to start working with me. Go ahead and schedule a call. It's time. It's time for you to do that. And then you could also have kind of still unsure, not really ready to talk to me. Here are my different social platforms that you can find me on. And you can continue following me along my journey of building my little travel business. Not little. Don't think that I'm like patronizing you or anything. But you want to have all that in the final email. And then you also want to let them know you can unsubscribe too. Like, I get it. You might be like, I don't need any of this. If you do not unsubscribe, you will be funneled into our newsletter, and you can expect to get said newsletter about once a week, every 2 weeks, however often you send your newsletter out. That being said, most CRM softwares that focus on email marketing specifically will have all the legal stuff taken care of for you. However, if you're trying to DIY this for some reason, you do need to have the ability for them to unsubscribe at any time. And once, just so you know, once anyone clicks unsubscribe, that person cannot legally send more information to you unless you fill out another lead magnet form. So they cannot send you anything if they use that same CRM. So in the travel advisor space, like if you have a webinar, let's say, and you have a private Facebook group and you have people asking to sign up and you have the forms, but let's say someone in your group unsubscribed from a funnel or your newsletter, but they're still in that group and they want to register for your webinar and everything's integrated with the same CRM, it can't send them that information. So be very careful and understand that as well, because you'll get people that are like, why did I not get this email? Well, I'm not legally allowed to communicate with you. You've demonstrated you are not interested in what I have to say. And now you can't hear what I have to say. Sorry. You can sign up again, I guess. All right. And as mentioned previously, every email, well, not previously, but every email should have your preferred socials that you want them to follow you on. Duh. If you read any emails from like our suppliers or BDMs, they're like, join our Facebook group and follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram and blah, blah, blah. Like it's all in the footer of their emails, every single email or in their signature. Here's how you find me. No doy, because that could help. I mean, what if someone just happened to find your lead magnet doing a Google search or via Chat GPT? They just go into Chat GPT or Claude and they're like, I'd like a guide on from a travel advisor. I don't know why they would ask this, but maybe they will. I'd like a guide from a travel advisor about planning my trip to Disney with my family. And then ChatGPT will scour the webby poos and find you, hopefully, if you've got your AEO all set up, and it'll be like, well, bam, check this link out. They didn't follow you on social. They didn't find you on any socials. Like, people can find you through many different avenues. So that's why it's important to have your preferred socials in your email signature so that when they do start communicating with you via your lead magnet email funnels and via signing up for your newsletter and booking consultations with you, even if they don't sign up for anything else, they just go to like their little LinkedIn bio, they can see where else you exist online. Okay. I hope this was a helpful episode for staying on track with your email funnel emails, what to include. Um, you can always listen back again and feel like, oh, yeah, I should probably tweak this a little bit. Or maybe you haven't written your funnel yet. You're just like, I have the tips, but I don't know how to construct it. So that's what this episode is all about. And don't forget, subscribe to this channel or station, whatever. I'm whispering to myself. And have a great day, as always.